Excuse me, sir. Are you with American Baitworks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got a couple questions. Do you know anything about these smash mouth frogs?
Oh, I know a little bit. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name's Robert Greenberg.
Dan Hand, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I am the owner of American Baitworks.
Oh, so, okay, cool.
So I'm just, everyone else is working hard, and I'm just walking around looking at all our great products and feeling a lot of pride. So
cool.
Thanks for stopping me.
Yes, sir. The smash mouth frog looks super cool. What can you tell me about that particular bait?
Okay, so the smash mouth is, so we actually came out with it last summer, and we introduced it last year at ICAST. We had a few production issues with it, so we really were only able to get to the market with it probably in May. But I've been fishing with prototypes of it for probably a year and a half now. I love frog fishing. I spend a lot of time on Okeechobee, and I get up to Headquarters the odd time, but now that I've built the American Baitworks Superstore in Okeechobee, I have to spend a lot of time in the store, so I don't get to, I don't get to go up to all those Great Lakes a little bit further north. So I've been focusing mostly on Lake Okeechobee. But this frog, it's soft yet durable. It's got a great, here, let me pull one out. I think I got one in my pocket here.
Oh, cool.
It's got a great set of hooks on it. They're gammy hooks, specifically designed for this frog. It's got a very soft compression on it. It's a popping frog, so it really spouts the water well. The incredible thing about this, like a lot of our sister brand frogs, being Scum Frog, they go through the heavy cover really well. So for a popping frog, you can pull this through all the Florida heavy cover, especially on Headwaters. You've got a variety of surface baits, surface weeds, etc., etc. This will go through them, and it catches big fish. It's an unbelievably great frog. We took it out to, we had an American Baitworks tournament on Lake Fork that was featuring Lee Livesey in it. And the interesting thing about Lake Fork is they have a slot limit there between 16 and 24 inches. You can't keep a fish there, so you can only, and if you're fishing a tournament, you can only keep one over 24 inches. Anyways, the winning bait in that tournament was the smash mouth. They're actually the guys, they're with Brandon Belt Fishing. They caught, I think, 2 that were over 24 inches, and I believe they were in the 8-pound range in that tournament.
Nice.
And they swear by these baits, so we're really happy that Texas has seen the smash mouths. Florida, I know some of my pals, I've been giving a few to them over the course of the last year, and they've used them with great results, and now they're available in the marketplace. Now the really cool thing is, so we now have, through Halo, we have developed 3 rods that basically are exclusively made for throwing frogs, and we're just introducing them here at ICAST. They're a good-looking rod. They sort of have a purple color to them, subtle purple. They're called the BB Frogging Rod. We have a 7'9" extra heavy. We have a 7'2" heavy and a 7' medium heavy in this series, and we've just got them here. We've launched them here at ICAST. They're available for sale. I hope they're up on our website shortly, because we actually have them, unlike a lot of products here at ICAST, we have them in stock.
Nice.
So we're going to be getting them to our retailers and online through our Halo and American Baitworks website very shortly. And for you guys that are hooked on Headwaters, this frog paired up with the Halo frog rod, it's money.
Cool. Well, Robert, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. We're going to check out your Halo rods.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks. Hey guys, we're back with JT. If you watched the other video that we did with Robert this morning about the new frog, JT's going to break it down for us, going to talk to us about how he likes to fish the frog and the new Halo rods that are frog specific. JT, what you got to say about that, bud?
Well, one of the coolest things about this hole is we've created an entire frogging system. You know, if you want to get started, you want to learn how to fish a frog, who doesn't like topwater bites, right? Everybody loves that. Well, the cool thing about it is we've got a whole system. These are the Halo BB Frogging Rod series. These are the 2.0s. There's 3 rods in this series. We've got a 7' medium heavy. If you want to throw some of the smaller frogs like our Launch Frog XS, that thing is awesome. but you need a little bit lighter rod for that. You know, you don't want to overpower it. And then we've got the BB frogging rod. This is that one's actually the 7.9. This is the 7.2 heavy. This is one, if you only want to have one, the 7.2 heavy would be the one you'd want to go to.
Okay.
You could throw the heavier launch frogs. You could still throw the little lighter frogs on it. It would be kind of an all-around do-everything frog rod. And then the 7.9 extra heavy, this is one when you're in the slop. I mean, you're just in the mess. You know you're going to be using 65-pound braid. You're going to be using 80-pound braid. You really want to just be able to just, when that fish takes it down, you want to be able to give it everything you got and get him out of there.
Right.
But the cool thing about those 3 rods, they're all actually specifically made for frogs. So they have a super heavy backbone, every one of them. But the 7.0 and the 7.2, they have a very limber tip. If you want to skip it up under boat docks, skip it up under laydowns, you know, overhanging bushes like we get a lot here in Florida. You get some overhanging bushes along there, creating some shade. I mean, you can just skip it up under there. Now the 7.9 extra heavy, it doesn't have a whole lot of tip, but it's not meant for accurate casting. It's meant for throwing it out over top of super heavy grass and just being able to get that fish out of there.
Right.
And the one of the frogs that we just came out with that works well on all of these, this is called the Smash Mouth. So it's basically, this is Snag Proof's popping frog, and it's got a big concave mouth on it, so it pops really well. So when you slide it up under a tree, you know, up under a lay down tree or whatever, you can start, as you walk it, it'll walk back and forth really well. That's why it comes with a split ring on it. So it gives it plenty of leeway, plenty of action to let it bounce and walk back and forth real well, but it still gives that popping action to it.
Right.
But this whole system, I mean, that frog, I mean, I love that thing, the whole system. Put it together with some braided line. Most of the time I like 65-pound braid. Might want to go to 80 if you're using the 7.9 extra heavy. But I mean, I'm telling you, this whole system, it works.
It's a killer. Check it out, guys. We'll see you.